He's my dear friend, and I know his mother listens every Sunday. Said, you know, with the Sundays with Sinatra. But Arthur's a great guy. He put all this together. But again, Arthur, thank you for. I see our friends at ABC 7 watch for the Columbus Day Parade this year. The Columbus Day Parade this year. My friends at Fox News and Channel 5. We appreciate you all coming down. Please welcome back to the podium my dear friend, one of the brightest attorneys in the world, and a great Italian American, Arthur Aidala.
Thank you, Joe. I just want some of the Colombian lawyers to come up over here, and so you can show Mr. Laspina, Judge Pesci, Dominic Napolitano, Marianne Bertuna. Very quickly, my name is Arthur Aidala, and I'm a lawyer in New York City.
We love you, Arthur.
I am, well, now you sound like my mother. I'm very fortunate because I grew up in a household where Italian-American pride, and in particularly Sicilian-American pride, was highlighted. And if you think I'm fibbing, when we moved into our little small house in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, and I walked into my brand new room, my father had decided to paint it 1/3 green, 1/3 white, and 1/3 room with a huge map of Sicily on the wall. And that is the God's honest truth. I'm speaking here today with the thoughts and the prayers and the blessings of all of the great lawyers that have Italian heritage. From Cicero to Charles Rapallo, who sat on the first Court of Appeals here in New York State, to Geraldine Ferrara, to Justice Scalia, Justice Alito, Mario Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo, and today's presiding judge on the highest court in New York State, Janet Di Fiore. Great Italian-American lawyers and jurists. They have laid the foundation and the groundwork, not only for all of us, but for the legal system, the civil legal system and the criminal justice legal system. And if you want an example of this country and how wonderful it is, standing before us is Judge Mike Pesci, an immigrant from Bari, Italy, who came over here as a young boy, and he rose. His final position was the chief judge of the appellate term of Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. That's why America is so great. And what I'm going to tell all of you and promise all of you today, I know Bill de Blasio. I know him well. And I do know he is proud of his Italian heritage. And I am so disappointed in his position about Christopher Columbus. Because last night in researching Christopher Columbus, you heard what my colleague said, but I didn't even realize he literally turned this world upside down for the better. There were no potatoes in Italy, and there were, or tomatoes, I meant to say, tomatoes in Italy. He brought the tomatoes here. And there were no cattle in the New World. And he created this planet that we live in. Columbus started. Was he a flawed man? We're all flawed. So stop it. Every holiday we celebrate, there's a flawed person in there, maybe even Jesus Christ. So enough with people being flawed at that time. There was a time when my mother gave birth to me that the doctor was smoking a cigarette as she was giving birth. That was normal. There were women used to drink alcohol. That was normal. We used to litter freely. That was normal. And things that he did 550 years ago were normal to them. So enough. Christopher Columbus is here, he's here to stay, and on behalf of the lawyers, we are going to do everything that the legal system has to offer to make sure Columbus is not forgotten, the Italian-American experience isn't forgotten, the Italian-American contributions to this country are not forgotten. And ladies and gentlemen, one final thought. Just remember, America, it's a beautiful Italian name.